Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Lab. As always, you have Alex, Lou, and Brandon. Um, Hope everyone's enjoyed this week, moving into October and some cooler temperatures, especially with the progression in fall sports. We have an exciting topic today for you guys. We're going to talk about Brandon's favorite time of the year, Squatober.
Good year, or it's a good part of the year.
So, for those of you who don't know what Squatober is, Brandon, why don't you give us a little bit of a rundown in it? Because you are probably the most seasoned, practitioner of Squatober. Because you've done it for how many years now?
This will be my 7th year.
Oh wow, yeah, seventh year.
Yeah, I've done it basically right ever I got out of college.
You're an old man.
So yeah, basically it's just a month long. It's just every Monday through Friday. There's some type of everyday squat variation. I mean, they do a pretty good job of adjusting the loads. So everything's based off percentages, kind of like what we talked about last week. So it's kind of an easy transition to get back into. If we listen to last week's episode with the RPE versus percentages. So Squatober is based all off your 1 rep max percentages. They go over a bunch of different variations. So they got front squat, back squat. They do like tempo squats, things like that. And it's basically just that a whole month long leading up to hopefully a big, what they call the PR party. So it's not something I suggest for like athletes. It's kind of just more like a strength coach or a general style. Not even it can even be kind of complex for like the general public. This because I mean squatting every day is pretty taxing on the body. It's not something that's highly suggested in a sense, but they do a pretty good job of breaking it up with different variations and like loads and things like that. So basically, it's just a whole month of squatting Monday through Friday, leading up to somehow P&R at the end of it.
Now, do you test?
And it's put on by Pen and Paper Sornex.
Okay.
Little plug right there. Sponsored.
What was your question, Trotter?
Yeah, I don't know if he's frozen or not, but do you base it off of your? So do you take like a back squat 1 rep max, and then that's your percentage, or do you do like your front squat max, and then that's your percentage for the front squat days, and like so far and so forth?
They'll do everything up your back squat.
Okay.
So like today we had front squats actually, and it was 4 sets of 3 sets of 3 sets of 5, 70%, sets of 3 at 80%, and then the front squat was 4 sets of 5 sets of 5 at like 45.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah. So like, let's see here. Day 2 for today. Yeah. Back squats, 3 sets of 5 at 72%, 3 sets of 3 at 80%. And then you got front squats as well. 3 sets of 5 at, it says 45 to 50%. And then the front squat percentage is taken from the back squat max.
Okay.
There.
Interesting.
So basically, they just want you to have bench.
What are you saying, Brandon?
You forgot to pay his Wi-Fi bill.
Pay that electricity bill, Brandon. You're going in and out. No. But it looks like they incorporate a lot of different. This is only my 2nd year doing it, so I'm kind of curious to see what the change is going to be like from last year.
Did you PR at the end?
Maybe like 5 pounds. It wasn't like a huge PR, but it was still a PR. But I was definitely more sore, like consistently each week compared to any other type of training. But I don't know. I almost feel like it was also way more volume than what I'm used to doing. Like like you basically squat, like we squatted on day 1, we squatted on day 2. Day 3 is again back squats, slow tempo back squats, 5 sets of 5 at 60%. And then 10 sets of 3 at 70% for a deadlift. So like
it's definitely like, no, by no means. It's why like by 3 weeks in, I'm like hanging on by a thread. Hips are getting tight. The intensity is definitely up there. It's not for, I mean, you can obviously like reduce the whole, they sell it on like, make sure you're having good quality technique. Don't overdo your percentages, things like that. But you hit your like true percentages. I mean, hitting back-to-back days at around 80% for 9 reps is not something that's, especially if I've done that in a while. Like usually it's just like if I'm doing a 1 rep max, it's just I'm hitting it for 1 rep and I'm racking it and taking my minute break. And they give you that rest period. So like if you try to actually stick to the actual rest period where you're hitting, the 80% today, I think the rest period was like 2 minutes. So
yeah,
it was rough. Last night I woke up.
Now, would you recommend lowering your true 1 rep max to like a training max, like lowering it to like 90% and then basing all the numbers off of that 90%? If it's your
that's what I
first
do
year?
normally.
Yeah.
Oh, I would definitely go lower. I dropped mine down to, I think I ended up dropping mine down 20 pounds just because like I've been kind of running that conjugate style and like maybe it's the suit, like the box squat and the suit transition, but like all the box squats that I've been hitting lately, like I feel like I have zero transition from like, put my lifters back on and kind of going to that low bottom out squat type thing.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that's where I'm just the first week's always rough as it is. And then I just kind of drop my numbers down. Like after 2 weeks, I'll kind of adjust. Okay. Can I maybe adjust my percentages, maybe, 5-10%, whatever it may be. But right now it's a no.
Yeah.
Day one, it says to use a training max. So you're on with that tratter.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious about that. Well, then, yeah, I wanted your opinion on like because you have been primarily box squatting as well. So yeah, I could see where it seems like very foreign, like down in the hole and not getting that rebound effect kind of thing because you've just been breaking it up for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely. And I haven't front squatted, and I couldn't even tell you how long. And to throw that in today, at 50% of a back squat, I mean that's for 5. It's tough.
Yeah, that's up there, especially if you're
so excited.
Yeah, but
oh boy,
like they just do like a bunch of different variations. It's kind of cool. Like they'll do like things where you got to pull like certain cards or roll dice for your percentages and roll dice for your numbers. And I think I looked at my history last year. It was like we did 80% of doubles, and you get like a 10-minute. It's like a 10-minute ANRAB, and see how many sets of doubles you can get into 80%. I think I got 12 last year at like 350. And like the thing about doing that this year is like, nah, that ain't happening.
You're bringing back nightmares.
Yeah, that was rough. Man, I remember just like laying down on the floor for like 5 minutes after that.
Oh man, no, thank you.
But we'll probably do for one of those on Wednesday. Thursday or Friday is going to be a pretty tough day.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet.
So
day 1 and 2 are fun.
Yeah, this all goes to like a good cause or something, doesn't it? I think you told me like a gym for some high school or something like that.
Yeah, all the t-shirt orders, like they even come out with like bigger stuff. They got like t-shirts now, sock hats. They have like a gray sweatpants society. Like they have like Squatober gray sweatpants society. I even bought a pair of those because they look pretty sweet. Like all that money gets raised, goes to a like a high school that can't fund a gym. So Sornex will actually come in here and outfit. So like kind of like one of those things where everybody puts in like a video of this is our school, this is what we have to work with our weight room type thing, and then they'll pick the school that basically needs it the most, and Sornex will come in and outfit all that stuff for free.
Oh, that's dang, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet. I didn't know they did that. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, we're just out here squatting for no reason.
Why not? Hit a PR party. Why not? Shoot.
Yeah. But they got they got Dead December coming up, and so I mean it's just not like Squatober. You got like Dead December, which is kind of the same thing. It's all deadlift. Mm-hmm. Same thing based off training maxes and things. Kind of the same thing. It's a full body workout. Everybody thinks that Squatober is just like just straight up squats, but they'll lay out like a full style lift. Like you got push pulls, shoulder presses, bench presses, deadlifts, RDLs, walking lunges, we got farmer carries tomorrow. So they definitely like kind of prep you into, I think they kind of take an idea of what people's general weaknesses are. So you kind of break down like the squat, like maybe a lot of people just have like hard time either controlling the weight down. So they do eccentrics, or they have a hard time with the upper back. So they'll do a lot of shrugs and farmer carries and just kind of those general weak points that I think that most people have whenever they squat generally. So they kind of do a good job of laying everything out to fit those everybody's needs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you going to do this for bench in November? Take the same program, but every time it says front squat, it's got to be an incline. and
Man,
just
well,
run
they
the same
actually
percentages for your bench.
there's actually a thing out there that's a benchuary for February.
Yeah.
I've never done it, but I don't. Sorenecks doesn't put it on, but I've heard of it, and that's by the time I get done with December, it's like, man, my body just needs.
Needs a break.
But that'd be. I mean, you could probably honestly switch. Like if you wanted to do a bench, you could probably switch your um, squat to a bench, and every time they bench, they just go to a squat. But I mean, they do a pretty good job of just laying everything out. I mean,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I would definitely say they do a pretty good job of highlighting, you know, making sure you're taking it like that 30-minute recovery walk, eating properly, and then like also making sure you're getting like as you eat, and also getting
dude.
8 to 9 hours of sleep. Because I mean, loading percentage wise, like I was pretty shocked that we went from day one being at what was day one, like 70 and 70 and what else? So 70, 78. And then today's 72 and 80. So I mean, it's not like a huge jump in percentages, but like back to back, same rep schemes. And I was like, oh, then front squats, sweet. It's just load up the legs.
Yeah. Then I try to do as much as I can. Like for me, I try to stay as much away from my gear as possible. So I try to stay away from the knee sleeves. I try to stay away from the belt.
Mm-hmm.
That first week is just, man, the 80% hit it for that first set of 5. I'm like, man, I don't want to, but it's only day one. I'm gonna go ahead and put this belt on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This evening is going to be interesting for me. That's for darn sure.
Get them pull-ups in. That's a highlight of my day today. It was some pull-ups.
Getting pull-ups in. Oh yeah, we do have overhead presses and pull-ups. Sweet.
So how much weight did you use today, Brandon?
For my pull-ups?
No, for the main part.
Squats.
I set my max at my training load at 405 right now.
Nice.
What'd
you say yours at, Lou? Don't lie to
515. 515.
315? Jesus.
Man, 515. Come on, pizza boy. Jesus.
Yeah, taking into the fact that I'm about 20. I think last year this time I was hitting about 215. I'm about 195 right now.
Yeah, you're fat, or you were.
Yeah, the lack of sleep is kind of playing a little factor, and so
I was gonna say newborn factor for you this year with
there's definitely
Squatober.
some other factors that I took to my percentage this year.
I just can't believe that Morgan's being selfish or not selfish, and like letting you sleep because it's Squatober.
I know.
She just doesn't. She doesn't know.
This is a 1-year thing.
This is unbelievable.
This is my month. You need to let me have my month.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm just kidding, Morgan.
Please don't kill them both. Oh man. Trying to think.
I'll buy her chips and queso and we'll make it up for it.
Having a barg should be all right.
There we go.
You could go babysit him, Peyton. You could go babysit Peyton.
I could.
Just drop him off at your house about 12 a.m.
Put him right next to me and be like, go sleep, old buddy.
Let's see how it is.
Yeah.
This is what you can expect. Oh gosh. So Brandon, besides obviously what they give with like, the recovery aspects, the 30-minute walks, the drinking plenty of water, getting the 8+ hours of sleep, what would you maybe, if this is someone's first time doing Squatober, what would you say would be like some just little insights for someone starting this up?
Just don't, you gotta leave your ego at like anything that you do in the gym, just leave your ego like at the door. Because like if you overestimate that squat max by even 10, 15, 20 pounds, I mean, it's going to catch up to you in the long run. It's so better to just underdo it. Kind of, is that usually at 2 weeks, they'll do like a test. So if you can hit, this percentage for this many reps or this percentage for this many reps, you can adjust your training max by, 2, 3, 5%. So take the first 2 weeks kind of control. And then, you got the last 2 weeks. So basically the last week and a half. Because then once I hit that, 2 or 3 days out from that PR party, they kind of start really throttling down the volume and the intensity of it. But it's a marathon, not a sprint. So That'd be
Start
my
off strong
training
in
advice.
week 1.
Yeah, you're gonna be hurting by the end of week 1, and that's why a lot of people fall off.
Yeah.
Sounds like you speak from experience.
I ain't fallen off yet, but
Not this year.
Not this
not
year,
yet.
huh?
I'll be busting that floss on the groin by about week 3.
Yeah.
Oh man. Come pick up Humpty Dumpty, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's
did
for
I
a good
needle?
cause.
Wait, was that 1 or 2 years ago when I needled your groin?
That was 2 for December.
That's right. That's right. Oh man. Sornex just keeps breaking you, Brandon.
Yeah, that one I definitely over, because that was the winter AJ was home.
Yeah.
So there was like, and then people were home from college that usually do it. So I mean, there was like 7, 8 people doing December, and then COVID was kind of hitting, so that we had 4 or 5 people in there doing Squatober, and now I'm a lone wolf now. Only one left.
I'll stop in. I'll lift with you one day. We can have fun with it. What time are you lifting right now?
Yeah, it's all over the
Yes.
place.
That's
Some
always
days I'm
curious.
lifting at
However you can
6:30.
get it in.
Sometimes it's either like 9:30 or 6:30.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That sounds about right.
And about this 8 p.m. workout though, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I'm about to hit that. This
About to
week,
get
huh?
my ice cream and my brownie and call it a night. Try to keep his weight up a little bit because that gym's been pushing 100 the last few days.
Oof,
Yeah.
oof. Hey, Saturday, it's about to get a lot cooler.
That's all. I can't wait because the last 2 days I ain't been ready for that.
Yeah, this may be my last episode. Let's go whitewater rafting this weekend in that freezing cold. So if they don't have scuba suits, it's over for me.
Just
We're
need to
losing
start doing
Cotter.
some ice. Just start doing some ice baths right now. Get your breathing down. Get your
I've
mindset
lost all my
right.
insulation.
True. Yeah, you have.
I played myself.
Joke's on you. Have you been using that ice bath, Brandon?
No, I'm gonna wait till I get free ice with cold water or cold air temperatures in Ohio.
Mother Nature. Cool my
Okay.
ice plunge. Thank you.
About November hits, I'll get it out.
Nice. That'll be good. So, Trotter, you are not doing Squatober, correct?
No.
No.
So yeah, I ain't got nothing to train for, so it's nice to make something up every once in a while.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't recommend it for athletes and things like that. Like, it's not the best designed program out there for reaching certain athletic performance goals.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just getting back into it. My knees hate me. My hips are pissed. So I probably couldn't hit depth on a squat if I forced it. I'd probably need 405 to push me down, and then I probably wouldn't be able to stand back up.
Oh, dang.
It's that bad right now. But all my leverage has changed, dude. Lose 35 pounds, and it's going to happen. Not lift or lift consistently for like 3 months. So that's on me.
Dang.
But
You really haven't lifted consistently in 3 months?
all summer I maybe lift.
You did what?
All summer I only lifted like maybe once a week, like whenever we had time, kind of thing.
Dang.
So, but yeah, it wasn't consistent, and I just needed like a mental break, and that turned into way longer than what I was expecting. So
Hey, you needed it.
yeah, but that was like one topic that Brandon and I had talked about just briefly, of like using me as an example of why you should lift during the end season. Because I mean, dude, if I was to come back and like test all my numbers right now, I could almost guarantee I'd probably lost 30 to 40% of my strength, without a doubt.
Shoot.
I wouldn't be shocked by that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, which this break period he's had is pretty much like a fall season, which is usually about the longest season there is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all right. The wife will represent PRs though.
Yeah, she did. Big 165 on bench and then 380 on deadlift. She almost had 400 too.
Damn.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Damn.
In the 148 weight class. So it
Go
was solid.
Steph.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, it was good.
That's pretty solid. Trying to think. So as we kind of continue to wade through Squatober, Brandon, what would you say would be like some like let's say we get to like week 2. What have you kind of seen as we kind of like as you've done this over the years? Have the workouts been getting progressively more intricate? Like they're actually like teasing out particular movements, or are they always sticking to like back squats, front squats?
It's usually always the back squat, front squat, but they kind of just mix up like their supersets and their cardio is what they say, because it's like they use this kind of like as a big man in a sense style weightlifting. So like to say today cardio was 4 sets of 10 on bicep curls, 4 sets of 10 on shrugs, and you got like a 30-second rest or whatever it was, 60 seconds, whatever. That's like the cardio style, but it's always been mixed up because I feel like we don't ever actually like repeat things that we do year to year out. But week 2 is when I finally started to get back in the groove and kind of start feeling like my old squat self again, bottoming out and kind of things like that. So I'm looking forward to week 2. So hopefully it happens like it does every year, because if it doesn't, it's gonna be a rough PR party. It ain't gonna be a PR party. It's just I'm just gonna be in their party.
I am a little anxious for this. I won't lie. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Now we'll have to keep tabs on everything. Make a big video at the end of it all. It'll be good. But anything else you guys want to add on for the Squatober? No, didn't think so. Pretty short and sweet episode for today. I'm okay with that.
Yep.
But again, just to kind of, I'm glad we don't have to talk about Ohio State, Notre Dame again this week. You can say it. I'm fine with it now. It doesn't matter.
No, you guys
about to go on like a 2-game lose streak.
Yeah.
So what?
You got to go on like a 2-game losing streak. Should have started last week. You got lucky as hell last week.
We had like 3 wide receivers out. It's not good.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Hey, at least
like USC or something.
That's next weekend. This weekend we have. Oh, I'll pull it up.
What's USC gonna do? Hang like 50 on you?
I'm actually gonna be at that game. Fun fact.
Why would you do that to yourself? You know how long that drive is gonna be back from South Bend when you got tears in your eye?
Didn't you go to that Marshall game that they got their ass kicked by?
You did.
I did. Yeah, I did. That was the hardest. You want to talk about like I don't mind losing to USC because USC is a good team. Like they are a great team. I didn't really hate losing to Ohio State because I mean we played great to the end and then we just couldn't finish it and we had 2 dumb plays. We got Louisville this weekend. Okay.
Oh, that's definitely an L.
Man. Just gonna tap you one day, just like when you're least expecting it. Just, but no. Who the Buckeyes got? Maryland.
Yeah. Maryland should be top 25 team.
Yeah, Tua's brother.
We're the only team in the nation that's played consistent. We've got 5 unbeaten teams in a row right now. Every team we played so far is undefeated. Yeah.
Well, it's also the very beginning of the season, so
still counts.
You guys ain't undefeated?
Yeah.
It says beginning of the season, our 1 loss is to the Buckeyes.
Yeah. Spoken like a Bengals fan. 1-3.
I'm not a Bengals fan either.
I know, but somebody
somehow we get the 3-3 in the bye. We'll be sitting all right.
No, there ain't no way.
I said somehow.
Optimistic over there, Brandon.
That's all I got, dude. That's all I got.
That's all right.
Trade Burrow, dude. Get rid of him.
Yeah. Probably not that, but let's get him healthy. Spit him out. Season's already over. Might as well just get him healthy.
Yeah. Let him sit.
We'll see what happens. Time will tell. No, but if anyone else at the gym is doing Squatober, be sure to tag the lab when you go to put up your videos. Unless it's just you, Brandon. In which case, Brandon will already do that. But we'll be posting a lot more about Squatober. You must fit Trotter's specifications for the back squat.
has to be over 2 plates or don't tag. That's
All right, good. We can do that. We can do that.
I don't have to hit
well.
tomorrow, actually. 60%, that might be it right there.
yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll have to look at what it is. I think you're right. I think it's like, let's see what we got.
It's 60. 5 sets of 5 is 60.
5 sets of 5 with a 5-second tempo.
Cool.
Ooh. 5 seconds on the way down, normal tempo on the way up.
Slow, low and slow.
That's how they grow.
Yay. Yay. So excited. No, but before we close out here, guys, make sure you guys, again, follow the Instagram pages, the YouTube page. We'll be putting up a lot more up on there too. But we'll see you guys in the next episode.